like, what's going on, Conscious Crew? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Don't hump nobody, at least without a condom, so you won't find yourself in DD&G situation with chicken of the sea, girl. If you're gonna hump somebody on hump day, make sure you got them tubes tied. Or at the very least, baby, you make the ninja practice the pull-out method, child. Just figure it out. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. We're here to get into just a quick little live stream, girl. We got some updates to give to y'all about some stories that we have been covering. You know, we like to maintain continuity up over her, as well as the situation going on with Miss EnVogue member Dawn. But before we get into it, go ahead and thumbs up the video until it's absolutely stuck. Thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. Shout out to all the new subbies. Make sure that you guys are also have your notification bell turned all the way on and to all so that you never miss a day or hour. And all donation information is in the description box below, as well as share the stream out to whatever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Instagram, your Snapchat, your Facebook, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you in fact lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're live, and we're certainly in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to my baby mother, Teresa, for the old nasty piece of child support chat. Thank you, baby mother, for that back from vacation. Hey, baby. Thank you so much, and so glad that you are back on vacation, chat. I need to go on vacation the way that 2025 got me working for the white man every night and day. But they say big wheels keep on turning, chat. Y'all know all donation information is in the description box. Thank you so much, boo. Let me speak to the Conscious crew. LaCondra, hey, Sherry, Tanika, Fuzzy, Carolyn, old enough to know better, Alexa, all things nada. What's going on, Queen? Be more the main character. Baby Fuzzy is ready, honey. She says, I can't wait for CTV to dissect this audio. That lying whore can't stop lying. She even lied to her lawyer that she's not recorded saying that. By God, today, child, the main character says these people are lying on Jay-Z, and I'm glad you have stayed committed to reporting the truth and seeing straight through the lies like a rat tail comb. Y'all know only like I'ma do it, baby. What's going on, Uncle Jay? Hey, Dan Jr., hey, Tina, what's going on, honey? Hey, Miss Alexis, what's going on? One Me New Yorker on period. What's going on, Mistress? Hey, Tracy. What's going on, Sherry? Hey, Kamani. What's going on, High Mental Abilities? Hey, Boo. What's going on? Dan says, Tisha out here telling lies and blocking people. Even had your tweet black. What was your tweet saying, Dad? Baby, Dad over there launching missiles and nukes from Twitter at Tisha. Not everybody want a back pedal and coochie pop. Oh, no. Keep that same energy. Tisha Tails and Pakistani Murad, okay? The Pakistani with the racist feet. Oh no, baby. Even when Alex Spiro had put the truth in plain sight, girl. Y'all was pop dropping and rolling and coochie popping and continuing to double down, maintain that same line ass posture. Don't act like all of a sudden you got a reason now to want to wake up and smell the Folgers. No, ma'am. Y'all was so busy wanting to get paid off of fellatio and negative headlines and clickbait, baby. Y'all didn't care about the truth, baby. Y'all wanted fellatio and payola so bad. Y'all forfeited the truth and the tea. All because of y'all's own hatred and bias and y'all's own personal agendas, child. That's why the folk gotta rely on the People's Champ CTV over here to keep everybody's hands straight and sober behind the wheel of the vehicle. Oh, yes, baby, we're going to get into it, child. So speaking of Jay-Z, I guess we need to go ahead and get into Jay-Z, girl. Y'all know that Jay-Z recently sued Miss Jane Doe, Miss Lopez, girl. Okay? He sued her and sued Tony Buzbee again for defamation, girl. Jay-Z is keeping his foot on Suge Doe's neck, honey. Jay-Z said, nah, baby. That little dismissal ain't enough. I want blood out of that motherfucking bitch. I want blood out of her, baby. I want full, total, objective, black and white vindication, girl. And he is turning Suge Doe every which way but loose, all right? So what the courts have done is allowed Jay-Z to sue Jane Doe under a pseudonym because she's a raggedy ass bitch, and she got physically served. As you guys can see, her summons has been issued as of the 10th of this month, girl. They pull up to that trailer in the Alabama countryside and gave it to her well, my God, today. You know what's so funny is that we did read the complaint. Yes, we did, child. So the case is moving forward, girl. Jay-Z is coming through with the come through. Now, you guys also know that Jay-Z, upon his filing against Suge Doe, girl, he included some sworn affidavits from some private investigators who came and checked out Jane Doe. And not only did they find out damning information upon a background check on Suge Doe, but they also got Suge Doe on audio, baby. Got her ass on audio. Now, before we get to the audio, girl, remember, I posted about this 5 days ago when we gave an update that Jay-Z's accuser, Suge Doe, had a background check ran on her by a private investigator, which revealed a plethora of damning facts regarding the 37-year-old Latino woman. Court cases detailing her losing custody of her children due to inappropriate behavior towards them, her failing multiple drug tests, being charged with throwing bodily fluids on a person, assault on a detention officer, one of her baby daddies even claiming to be the Jesus Christ and can't walk on water, to her even filing bankruptcy and being dead broke. She also has accused other men she didn't even know of SA prior to her filing against Combs and Carter, which were all dismissed and thrown out by the courts. And just 90 days prior to her attorney ambulance chasing ass Tony Buzbee, who allegedly encouraged her to file against Jay-Z, did y'all know this woman was actually institutionalized and suffers from a variety of mental health issues such as OCD, bipolar disorder, and psychogenic non-epileptic seizures? Tony Buzbee, baby, I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it again. You need to be jailed for weaponizing this troubled ass woman. not a non-black woman projecting her sins and distortions onto black men trying to re-embatill them, girl. Oh, well, matters got worse after the private investigators had put all of Suge Doe's personal business out there for all to see, girl, because one of those private investigators also, upon his interview with Jane Doe, who said that she spoke very well, she seemed calm, she wasn't eager, which are all contrary to the narrative that Tony Buzbee is trying to paint. That, oh, my client is intimidated and he threatened her life. None of these things have happened. But in order for Tony Buzbee not to be exposed, he told Jane Doe, hey, Jay-Z is threatening to have you unalive. We need to drop this lawsuit for your safety. So she dropped the damn lawsuit, even though it had not been backed by any evidence. And Tony Buzbee never spent not one time in that case arguing for any corroborated facts at all. All Tony Buzbee spent was time fighting Alex Spiro about this and that, but never brought one sound argument to legitimize his client's allegations. Well, the cat is continuing to be out of the bag upon the dismissal of the lawsuit that had no legal merit nor facts behind it, but that private investigator also got the heifer on audio, girl, courtesy of nypost.com. Jay-Z's grape accuser heard in recording saying that he never assaulted her, according to a report. The woman who accused Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 was caught on an audio recording, apparently admitting that the decades-old attack never happened and that her lawyer pushed her to slap the rapper with a lawsuit. The woman's suit, originally filed in Manhattan federal court, was quietly withdrawn by her attorney last month after she alleged the hip-hop legend assaulted her with Sean Diddy Combs at a New York VMAs after party in the year 2000. Now, before we get any further into this, let's talk a little bit more about the dismissal. Remember, the judge told Alex Spiro, hey, before you ask the courts to dismiss this on your behalf, you need to go first, according to protocol, and speak to Tony Buzbee. Present to him all the evidence you have that debunks his client's allegations and give him the opportunity to voluntarily dismiss this lawsuit. So that's what Alex Spiro did. He had to arrange a mediation with Tony Buzbee to let him know, hey, I'm going to get you, bitch. You're going to be better off, baby, dismissing this shit because your client has already been exposed. She told NBC that her ass lied. She had inconsistencies and she guessed. And the one person who could corroborate her allegation, which was her father, who she claimed picked her up after this whole ordeal, never even came to pick her up and cannot corroborate her claims or allegations. Also, I have property records. I have the distance from the video music hall to any direction that's within a 20-minute, 30-minute reach of Times Square. And there is no residential property that fits neither Diddy or Jay-Z's properties. To make matters worse, both of those individuals had club appearances the night of the VMAs. My particular client, Jay-Z, was at Club Lotus and Twirl all night long. And there's video evidence, there is people evidence, there is visual and photographic evidence of where he was and how long he was there, etc. So this would be impossible for him to have been at Club Twirl and Club Lotus. But according to your client, he was there at a residential property with Sean Diddy Combs, who also had appearances and clubs to be at, and simultaneously raped Suge Doe. It gets worse because the Jumbotron that your client claimed she watched the entire ceremony on because she failed to illegally break into the Radio City Music Hall to go attend the VMAs that year was not even in Times Square because MTV had failed to seek a permit to get a Jumbotron installed to premiere that year's VMAs. Also, remember Benji Madden and his brother, the two punk rock celebrities that she claims was also at the after party that she spoke to about Benji Madden's tattoo? Oh, yeah. He was actually on tour in the Midwest at that time. So he also was not at this imaginary tea party that your client is alleging, child. So via the judge, girl, she thought it was in the best interest that I give your raggedy, long neck ass the opportunity to dismiss this lawsuit so you can get ready for this lawsuit that we about to launch against your motherfucking ass. And Tony Buzbee did what was in the best interest of himself and Jane Doe, because had he allowed the courts to dismiss it, he would have had to be responsible for all of Jay-Z's attorney fees and punitive damages, etc. If he went ahead and voluntarily dismissed it because it was a meritless lawsuit to begin with, he would be able to walk away free of charge, responsible for nothing at all. Well, that ain't working out too well either because he just got sued, all right? So, fast forward back to this audio. A recording obtained by ABC News has since emerged that captures the woman identified only as Suge Doe, telling two of Jay-Z's private investigators that the alleged attack did not occur. Quote, he was just there. He wasn't even just there, girl. The girl's still lying. This is crazy that even though she's admitting that Jay-Z didn't touch her, admitted that Jay-Z did not even be with her, admitted that Jay-Z had nothing to do with this thing because he literally physically was not even there. Even in her exonerating him, she's still trying to hold on to some piece of her bullshit by talking about, yeah, I mean, well, he was at the party, but yeah, he didn't do anything to me. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any actual acts was asked of her. The private investigator can be heard saying, yeah, the woman responded. Jay-Z's, whose real name is Sean Carter, fiercely denied the allegations when the lawsuit was first filed last December. Elsewhere in the recording, Suge Doe claimed her lawyer, Tony Buzbee, allegedly pressured her to file the suit against the hip-hop mogul. He was the one that kind of pushed me towards going forward with him, with Jay-Z, the woman said in the recording. Buzbee did? One of the investigators asked before she replied, yeah. Buzbee, who was repping scores of the accusers, filed a voluntary notice of dismissal to end the woman's suit on February 14th. The case was dismissed with prejudice, meaning that it can't even be refiled, which means, it cannot be refiled. Buzbee said it was a blatant lie that he pushed the woman into suing him. Girl, how your own client, Buzbee, is throwing you up under the bus, baby. Quote, as far as the suggestion that I pushed Jane Doe to bring the case against Jay-Z, that is a blatant lie. That is directly contrary to all of the documentary evidence, he said in a statement. But Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, said the apparent recording speaks for itself. Quote, she says in no uncertain terms that Mr. Carter did not do this. It effectively a lie, and the only reason Mr. Carter is even involved in this is because she was pushed to involve him, he said. The woman, meanwhile, has since said in a sworn declaration that she stands by her initial claims. She says she dropped the lawsuit because she feared intimidation and retaliation from the rapper and her fans, which we know are a lie, right? Because what scared, intimidated woman would then sit outside on her trailer park porch with two perfect strangers asking her questions about Jay-Z and Diddy and these allegations. But she's so scared and she's so shook, girl, that she pulled out of the lawsuit. But she gonna sit outside by herself in her goddamn pajamas or her long ass gown and her Teletubby onesie, girl, and just have a full-blown tea party with the investigators. But she's so shook and she's so scared, girl. This woman is crazy as hell. Let's get into the motherfucking audio, girl. Y'all can listen to it for yourself. Y'all thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up the video. Is this audio? Hold on. I might have to refresh this chat. This audio is crazy. Y'all run the likes up, 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 run the likes up. Okay, this might be. Lord, where is the audio? Okay, it gotta be this then. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. Girl, is this an ad? Where is the audio, bitch? Hold on. I'm gonna have to go to another page to get it. Let me see something. Hold on, child. You can do the same. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. The audio was just motherfucking playing. Hold on. I want y'all to hear this, child. Y'all run the likes up, run the likes up. Let me see. Source goes to Jay-Z. Blah, blah, blah. Nope. I just had the motherfucking audio. What is the T? Hold on, y'all. I just had the damn audio. No, let me see. Let me scroll down. Okay, oh my God. Let me see something. Hold on, there's the Accuser on tape. All right, I think this is it right here. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Hold on. You can never say. Hold on. Now this audio don't want to fucking play. What the fuck is going on? Oh, here it is. All right, listen.
There, meaning Jay-Z. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with.
It appears to me that the story is murky enough that.
Okay, no, this ain't the fucking audio either. Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all, because y'all gonna hear this audio, bitch. I don't know why that website is not playing the audio. I just had it. I just fucking had, hold on, let me go to the blogs, girl, and see if one of the blogs got shit. Hold on, let me scroll real quick here. Y'all, thumbs up, child. Oops. Oh, here it is. Let me see. This it? Yep. All right, check this out. Team 2 merch.
The woman who said she was 13 when Sean Jay-Z Carter and Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted her after the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards is heard talking to private investigators about her claim and agreeing that Jay-Z did not assault her.
But Jay-Z you're saying he was definitely there? But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
The woman is also heard saying her lawyer put her up to suing one of the world's most recognizable stars.
He was the one that kind of pushed me towards going forward with him. With Jay-Z. Buzbee did? Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
ABC News exclusively obtained a minute-long excerpt of the recording made days after the woman, identified as Jane Doe, permanently dropped her lawsuit against both Carter and Combs last month.
People around Mr. Carter wanted to know what happened behind closed doors. And so they asked for her to be interviewed. The interview occurred, and the tape speaks for itself. She says, in no uncertain terms, Mr. Carter did not do this.
Oops, hold on, y'all.
is effectively a lie. And the only reason Mr. Carter is even involved in this is because she was pushed to involve him, pushed to include him by a lawyer.
The accuser's lawyer, Tony Buzbee, called it a blatant lie that he pushed Jane Doe to sue Jay-Z, and he sent us this recording of a phone call with his client.
They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true?
No.
So she's also going to sit there and lie to her own attorney. She sounds more nervous talking to Tony Buzbee, her handler, than she did talking to the investigators, honey. She was so matte and calm and easy and fluid talking to the investigators, girl. She on the phone with her handler, child. She shook. Is this Stockholm Syndrome?
I've never said that.
Okay. They also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Buzbee, told you to like came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money.
No.
Jane Doe said in a court filing, although I ultimately chose not to pursue them, I stand by my claims.
She says in a sworn declaration that she felt intimidated and terrified at being confronted by these two individuals on my doorstep. Was she coerced in any way?
Of course not. They did not coerce her, promise or threaten her in any way, shape, or form. She voluntarily met and spoke to them, and she told them her truth, which was, under no circumstances did Mr. Carter do this. And number two, the only reason he's even involved in this is she was pushed to introduce him by a lawyer.
Does your client...
Okay, let's actually pause that because I got the whole interview, girl. We're gonna run the whole interview, child. We got the whole ABC News interview. That's what I was looking for, child. Okay, let's get into this, grill. Let's get into this.
Be interviewed. The interview occurred, and
Combs last month.
The people around Mr. Carter wanted to know what happened behind closed doors. And so they asked for her to be interviewed. The interview occurred, and the tape speaks for itself. She says, in no uncertain terms, Mr. Carter did not do this. It is effectively a lie. And the only reason Mr. Carter is even involved in this is because she was pushed to involve him, pushed to include him by a lawyer.
The accuser's lawyer, Tony Buzbee, called it a blatant lie that he pushed Jane Doe to sue Jay-Z, and he sent us this recording of a phone call with his client.
They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true?
No. I've never said that.
Okay. They also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Buzbee, told you to like came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money.
No.
Jane Doe said in a court filing,
just lied.
Oh, I ultimately chose not to pursue them. I stand by my claims.
She says in a sworn declaration that she felt intimidated and terrified at being confronted by these two individuals on my doorstep. Was she coerced in any way?
Of course not. They did not coerce her, promise or threaten her in any way, shape, or form. She voluntarily met and spoke to them, and she told them her truth, which was, under no circumstances did Mr. Carter do this. And number two, the only reason he's even involved in this is she was pushed to introduce him by a lawyer.
Does your client know Jane Doe?
No.
Ever met her?
No, Mr. Carter doesn't know Jane Doe, never met Jane Doe. There's no truth to any of this.
The allegations at the outset, he spoke about the painful impact that they had, especially on his kids.
Everything that Buzbee is doing is violating every damn thing. Attorney-client privilege. Remember, his ass also got denied and being able to represent clients who are against Diddy because he did not seek permission from the courts beforehand. That's how Alex Spiro alley-ooped his motherfucking ass, even in the Jane Doe situation, because they found out that he did not even seek permission because he's a Texas-based attorney. He practices in Texas, not in New York, and he did not seek proper permission from the courts to be able to file suit in the Southern District of New York. And since he had done filed over a 100 lawsuits, including this one with Suge Doe, the court said, you know better. You a seasoned attorney. You should know better than to have came up in here just filing away, and you hadn't even sought our permission to file away as an out-of-state attorney. So they denied his ass being able to represent, which done really crashed and burned all of the civil suits that he is in charge of representing these clients for, girl. So he just fucking up the whole thing.
Was it father? Has he tried to handle this? It's tough to hear a false lie said about you, spread through the internet and affecting your children. It's tough on him. It's tough on anybody. But what he does is he proves himself innocent. Today is hopefully the final chapter in that, and then they're going to move forward. That's what Jay does.
Jay-Z is now suing Jane Doe and her lawyer for defamation.
Why not let it lie? The case is gone.
The truth had to fully come out. This
keyword, full exoneration, baby. Wholehearted exoneration, baby.
Cannot be allowed to sort of hide from the reality that this was a false accusation.
Well, the accuser's lawsuit again.
He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly, yeah.
The woman is.
Wow. If you listen, y'all, I can smell the nappiness off this bitch's pussy through the screen. Like, if you listen, you can just hear the trailer park and hot dog water in this bitch's voice. I can literally smell the poverty and bootleg cable right off the frequency of the audio. Suge Doe ass need to be locked up somewhere for all these damn crimes a criminal Latino ass done committed. Bitch got crooked eyeballs and a peg leg, talking about she was pooching around Midtown as a 13-year-old girl by herself after some dead bitch drove her 5 hours across town to try to illegally break into the Video Music Awards. Ain't it crazy how even in the bitch fantasies, she was a damn criminal at 13. She grew up to be a damn criminal. And at 13 was fantasizing about committing criminality and illegally breaking into damn places and shit, baby. Just a damn menace unto society. I'm glad that Sean Carter is giving her that motherfucking work, baby. Give her that work. We're going to be keeping up with the lawsuit, girl. We know it's going to be crazy because Tony Buzbee going to be trying to turn Suge Doe every which way but loose, baby, muddy in the damn waters, girl. It's going to be the damn Hunger Games. But what Tony Buzbee got to remember is that it's $1 billion on the motherfucking elevator, baby. Them niggas over there pray to the damn Baphomet and gargoyles and shit, girl. Tony Buzbee is out of his league. He is in the FAFO season of his life, and he gonna fuck around and get his whole license revoked, freaking around with Alex Spiro and Jay-Z, baby. So we're gonna be keeping up, y'all, with the things of the things of the things. Y'all run the likes up, girl. All right. So speaking of courts, girl, y'all favorite gossiper turned prisoner child, Wendy Williams, done got out here and fucked up her situation. Y'all know we just got finished giving an old nasty update on Wendy's situation last night. Y'all know Wendy had done escaped her high-rise old folks home by throwing damn windows and by throwing notes and clip-on ponytails out of the damn 11-story window of the memory care facility, girl, that she done been bound to, honey. You know, and her and her friend girl had done caught the damn SWAT team in there and got everything going. They did an interview with the Breakfast Club and Don Lemon last night. In that interview, girl, they disclosed how they pretty much just got tired, honey. They just got tired of waiting around for the lawyers. So they had started, you know, they wanted to make some noise, honey. They wanted to get some things shaking and baking. So they decided to call 911 and stir up all this narrative, only for Wendy to get her ass to the goddamn hospital. She did pass her psychological evaluation with a 10 out of 10, but Wendy did disclose that the psych eval she was given, girl, was that of a 5th grader's homework, girl. Okay, they only asked her like what her name was and who the hell the president is. Basic hooked on phonics short bus Q&As, girl. So the psychological evaluation is not some in-depth cognitive test, baby. The test that's gonna matter is that FTD, that frontal temporal dementia test, child. That's gonna be where the milk and cookies is at, child. Well, as a result of her and her friend's shenanigans, girl, they done pissed off the guardianship judge, girl. According to TMZ, Wendy's guardianship judge pissed off that she's talking to media, threatens even more restrictions. The judge in Wendy Williams' guardianship case is fed the hell up with Wendy's behavior and wants her moved to another facility, presumably with even tighter restrictions. Now, remember, I told y'all last night, I said all this rigmarole probably gonna get Wendy caught up, and her talking about Sabrina, the appointed guardian by this judge, is a breach of the gag order that the judge had put on Wendy ass when she went on her first world tour earlier this year to Breakfast Club, Don Lemon, and Hollywood Unlocked. Okay, the judge said, don't be talking about Sabrina and all of that. Keep her name out of your mouth, because Sabrina ain't talking about you. Don't be talking about her. Leave it alone. Okay, but they took to the interview, and Wendy continued to write checks that her ass can't fucking cash. I told y'all that was probably gonna get her ass into some muddy water. The judge in Wendy Williams' guardianship case is fed up with Wendy's behavior and wants to move her to another facility with even more tighter restrictions. TMZ is privy to an email that Judge Lisa Sokoloff fired off to Wendy's lawyer, and the judge is having trouble hiding her contempt for the former talk show host. The judge references a prior hearing in which she ordered that Wendy be moved to a new facility. Apparently, Wendy's lawyer fired back, saying it would be wrong to move her to an even more restrictive facility than where she is right now, a residential facility called Accuser. The judge wrote in the email, quote, I have always contended that Wendy will be given the independence she can handle. I question how well she has handled the independence she has been given. Multiple sources with direct knowledge tells TMZ the judge is pissed off that Wendy has been speaking to the media and grousing about the guardianship, and the facility she's in, which she calls a luxury prison. At least she got luxury in the front of it. Our sources say that the judge has repeatedly warned Wendy not to speak to the media, although the judge never explained why she had a problem with Wendy speaking out. In another very recent email, Judge Sokoloff showed her hand pretty clearly, telling Wendy's lawyer, quote, tell your client that if she wants a jury, she should refrain from trying to poison the jury pool. In other words, the judge is upset that Wendy is telling the media she's not mentally incompetent and should not be locked in a guardianship. The judge clearly has problems with Wendy speaking out. Although Wendy says she feels like a prisoner in Accuser, despite the guardian's lawyer saying she's free to come and go. Wendy says she cannot even leave the 5th floor memory unit without a attendant letting her go down the elevator, and as a result, she rarely is able to get fresh air. A current staffer at the facility confirmed this to TMZ. Wendy also cannot receive phone calls. She has no internet and says she almost never allowed visitors. Wendy aced a mental competency test Monday at Lenox Hill Hospital, where she is staying while doctors perform other tests. The judge wrote, quote, the hospital wants to discharge her, Ms. Mora said the Guardian has facilities who, despite her behavior, are willing to assess her. She needs to go back to the Couture until a new facility can be found. People close to Wendy tells TMZ that Wendy is bracing for having even more freedom taken away, adding, this is pure retaliation for Wendy speaking up for herself to get out of an abusive guardianship. Okay, so like we did last night, let me just bring you guys back since we went forward today. Remember, it came out last month, according to TMZ, they have spoke to a employee at this memory care facility who had told them that when Wendy first got there, she actually was on, I think, the first floor of the facility. She had all her freedoms. She was not on a restricted floor. She could come and go as she pleased. But what had happened was that Wendy's alcohol, drug addicted ass started making her way up there to the rooftop restaurant that's in the facility and started drinking. You guys know drinking is what led to her alcohol-induced dementia, which may have been reversed now thanks to the strict regimen the guardianship has her under. She can't drink, she can't do drugs, you know, she get her medication like she should. That's why she's sobered up so much and why she is cognitive and as lucid as she is. That's because they're pretty much forcing her to live an adult lifestyle, which in return probably has reversed her alcohol-induced FTD, okay? So once they found out that Wendy was pooching on through to the upper room, girl, getting the brown liquor in her system, that's when the judge had her ass move to the 11th floor on the memory care facility and had her ass locked in so that she couldn't fuck up and reverse all of the damn progress that had been made as a result of her being in their guardianship. Now, for those of you who need the condensed version of how this even got started, Wells Fargo had flagged Wendy's account because they had feared she was being exploited when they saw massive withdrawals just coming out of her account. $300,000 for boats and yachts, $100,000 for Uber Eats, and Wells Fargo also could not get in contact with Wendy and had believed and was told by a source that her son was financially exploiting her. So what Wells Fargo did was then go to the courts as a result of not being able to get in contact with Wendy and say, hey, we believe that one of our clients is being compromised. We cannot contact her, and we've received some damning information by sources closest to Wendy. So they had petitioned and requested the courts put Wendy under a financial guardianship until further notice. However, because Wendy was doing so bad, she was in and out of rehab. You know, she had went through that whole ordeal with being found unconscious in her condo from being in an alcohol-induced coma. She needed several blood transfusions. She had progressive aphasia. She had hypothyroidism, Graves' disease. I mean, Wendy just could not get any type of equilibrium going to the point that she couldn't even work on her Hot Topic show, the Wendy Williams show. So her family even got desperate, and some of them ended up being private and secret sources for Wells Fargo once Wells Fargo had went to the courts. So once the courts had sealed the records, taken everybody's testimony under oath, and then sealed all that shit up, they determined that she was in fact due and qualified for a full-on guardianship rather than just a financial guardianship like Wells Fargo was initially petitioning for. Okay? Now, when this all started happening, Wendy was out here pulling bells and smoking mirrors over the public, saying that Wells Fargo was out of order, they were wrong, they were trying to sham her, this was illegal. She even brought her son, Kevin Hunter Jr., to the bank to try to petition him as a, power of attorney. But the process with the guardianship had already began, so it was too late. Only for us to find out 3 years later in the TMZ documentary that Wendy Williams corroborates that Wells Fargo findings were in fact true, that her son had been exploiting her financially, that she was very angry at her son, and not only did he exploit her financially, and he was making unauthorized withdrawals from her account, but at the time that Wells Fargo was trying to get in contact with her, she was actually living with him down in Miami, and he was holding her phone hostage. So she never even knew that Wells Fargo was trying to get in contact with her and let her know what was going on with her coin. That's why they had to default to go into the courts, because they had no way to get in contact with fucking Wendy, because the son was not only financially draining his mother, but was also keeping Wells Fargo from communicating the data and communicating the situation to Wendy, girl. It has been a whole hot motherfucking mess. So all of this is what greenlit the circumstances that Wendy Williams is still fighting her way out of. And guess who's nowhere in sight? Her son. Which to me, that's the least Wendy Williams' son could do. That's the least that Kevin Hunter Demon Jr. could do, baby. You got your mama in this situation. Instead of Alex, the niece, being by her side, your ass should be the one by her side, making all the phone calls, making all of the arrangements. He done went to school and graduated, I think, for being a lawyer. I think he majored in political science. How dare you be the direct reason your mama is in this situation, and yet every other relative is having to pull out their resources and put aside time in their life to help her get herself out of this fuck shit. Why is Kevin Hunter Jr. not the one leading the charge? You know, at least, bitch, attempt to redeem your damn self. Poor Alex out there windmilling, you know, with her wefted ass hair, girl. She aging 10 years older, girl, fighting the good fight, while Kevin Hunter is somewhere with his feet up, and according to his mother, still down there in Miami, living off her dime. And to make it worse, not only is Kevin Hunter Jr. down there in Miami, after doing this to his mama, still living off her dime, but he also has a woman around him that was attempting to defraud Wendy by calling into Wells Fargo and trying to imitate her on the phone in order to extract money out of her account. So not only was this nigga directly defrauding his mama, he had a whole ring orchestrated as a friendship group that was trying to defraud his mama. And Wendy's incompetent, incapacitated ass is still pushing on down there every third week of every month, girl, having drinks and going out to Red Lobster with this nigga. She got more to say about Sabrina Morrissey, who has taken care of her, who has cleaned up her health, cleaned up her sobriety, than she do about her own damn son. She comfortable being around his thieving, alleged ass, but got all the smoke for Sabrina. Now, we know that love is blind and it will take over your mind. That what you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. So I still question Wendy's competency, okay? She can tie her shoes and say her damn ABCs, but she still ain't got no damn sense. You down there still smiling and having dinner and spending time with a nigga you just put on blast in a whole documentary, but greenlighting this whole fucking Wells Fargo situation and even having other people attempt to steal from you. Baby, Kevin Hunter Jr. is more dangerous than damn Sabrina is. But that's another story for another day. Back it on up. Last night, remember when I was saying her speaking out and doing all of this is going to come back to bite her. Well, it's come back to bite her motherfucking ass. Y'all know that I like Tommy Williams, her brother. I know y'all don't like Tommy. Y'all think he a hater, he a narcissist, baby. If he both of those things, that makes him no different than Wendy, baby. And what I've been able to see from watching his commentary the past few months on YouTube is that Tommy gets a bad rep because he's the family's truth teller. He's the person that's going to tell Wendy what the hell she need to be told. And Wendy don't like no mans. Wendy, like all narcs, only love yes men, baby. She can't deal with a motherfucker on her ass and holding her accountable. Remember, when she was scared that she wasn't going to be able to see her father for his 94th birthday down there to Miami, because when she came for Kevin Hunter Jr.'s graduation, girl, they showed their ass. They was drinking and doing the most. And he was like, I don't think this is a good look. Your handlers are here. They're recording. They're taking pictures. Everybody turning up. This is not looking as clean as it should look across the board. And they were taking all that shit back to Sabrina. Now, despite, the shenanigans of it all, Sabrina still greenlit her to go to Miami to be with her father for his 94th birthday. However, now they're in another situation because of Wendy's stupid, impulsive decisions. And she has people around her who might mean well, but they don't think weller, such as this woman who now is supporting her. They literally said to the Breakfast Club, well, the courts are moving too slow. The lawyers are moving too slow. So we basically decided to get shit started. How is that fucking intelligent? On one hand, you can't try to act like, oh, this is a powerful New York guardianship system. There are lawyers and judges involved. And then y'all get out here doing ghetto ass shit like calling 911 unwarrantedly. There was nothing wrong with Wendy. They just wanted to pretty much escalate expeditiously the psyche eval and get her in front of a doctor that wasn't appointed by the judges, which is all cool. But that's why the fuck y'all hired attorneys. Let the lawyers lawyer. Y'all are getting in their way and making shit fucking harder before they even can sink their teeth into the damn case because y'all are impatient. She's well, she's not being harmed, she's sober, and she's lucid, and she has a phone, a flip phone, that she can make outbound calls with. She's okay, baby, in her luxury prison. She done been there for almost a year now. I think a few more weeks or a few more months won't motherfucking hurt. I don't know what they think they're doing with this ghetto-ass strategy to speed shit up. And as a result of them doing this ghetto-ass shit, now this judge, who has the power in hell and in heaven, is able to tell Wendy where she is going to go. And that she's going to be in a place with even more damn restrictions. What the hell is more restrictions when a bitch already in a one-by-one room with a restroom and one damn window to look out of? I guess more restrictions is going to be her not even having a damn phone at all. Her not even having a damn window, baby. Her getting her ass wiped with a mini hospital tub instead of an actual damn shower. And who do we have to blame? Wendy, who claims to be competent. If you competent, bitch, why you ain't smarter than us? And who is this big face who is this big face fucking immigrant that you got yes man in your ass? Oh yes, Wendy, drop the letter out of the window. Tell the reporters you need help. Let's call 911. All because not something was wrong, but because the attorneys that we purchased off of the donations of the public who can't even afford eggs, but help us to afford lawyers, are not moving fast enough. When did anything in the courts happen overnight? It's the court system, for God's sakes. Y'all fucking shit up before shit can ever get fucking started. And this is what Tommy meant when he said, look, my family, they're not strategic. These folk are impulsive. They're emotional. They don't think about optics. They don't think long term. All of their strategy thinking is in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, in the moment. And then we end up taking 5 to 20 damn steps backwards. Baby, it's called operating out of motherfucking wisdom. Wisdom here. So, Alex, you need to get this woman off the line. I don't know why she now sitting in interviews with Wendy instead of you. She done got your aunt in damn trouble. Y'all need to pray when y'all are losing patience. Go meditate, baby, at the window. Go open up the Bible. Do what you got to do to get some mental and emotional discipline and let these lawyers do what they have to do. Because y'all are going up against a person that has to say yes and no to this whole shit. And y'all can put Wendy in a worse situation. They could use all this against Wendy. Especially if that FTD testing comes back positive for FTD. Y'all might as well just go ahead, baby, and accept Wendy's fate if that damn brain examination comes back positive for frontotemporal dementia. So this is what happens, baby, when you're thinking with the brain of ligament instead of thinking with a divine mind. I would have never encouraged this damn woman to do no ghetto ass shit like this. But you know, they don't like people like me, bitch, okay? People like Wendy, all of the narcs, girl, they love the bitch who got her in this trouble. They love people who, yes, let's do it, girl. Let's do it, girl. Let's start a fire in the hallway, bitch. Let's motherfucking pull the smoke alarm, girl. Let's motherfucking escalate shit. Let's get, they love them type of hoes, baby. See, I would be the enemy in this situation. Because I'd be the one talking grown. I'd be the one talking responsibly. While they ass is ready to jump to the bullshit. And then they want to call a bitch like me back into the equation. After the damn roof done caved in. No, ma'am. A mess. So, what's going to happen now? We don't know. I'm going to keep you guys updated, girl. The shenanigans have come back to Crow, girl. When you do clown shit, you know, you get bound to a one window at the circus, girl. Okay, so y'all just keep Miss Wendy Williams in y'all prayers, girl. Tommy, go get your sister. Call a family meeting. Y'all need to get this shit together. Y'all fucking up the motherfucking thing, and you seem to be the only person, baby, who got the capacity to say what the fuck need to be said. And hopefully they take heed to you. Because their way, baby, their way, they gonna have Wendy locked down, bald-headed and all, girl, on the 100th damn floor by the time this shit is all said and done. The only way that bitch gonna be able to leave the next building is by damn helicopter or by imagination. That's how restricted her ass gonna be. That her only escape is gonna be in her damn mind, bitch. Sit your ass down. Y'all have the attorneys. Give time for the attorneys to work, girl. They have to go through a lot of preliminary shit. They gotta push paperwork. It's a whole process, and they got other damn guardianship and cases that are on the damn court's docket. Wendy might be important to y'all, baby, but she just another number on the goddamn court docket. Okay? So just pray and let the damn lawyers lawyer. Now, speaking of being homeless, bitch, from one window, former EnVogue member Dawn Robinson reveals that she's been living in her car for the last 3 years, girl. All right, so check out this courtesy of the Jasmine brand. Former EnVogue member Dawn Robinson is opening up about living in her vehicle. In a recent blog posted to her YouTube channel, Dawn revealed that after living with her parents in 2020, she decided to relocate back to LA at the request of her then co-manager, who promised to make room for her until she secured her own place. Expressing her love for the West Coast city, Dawn happily accepted the offer. However, upon arrival, she found herself staying in a hotel for months because the co-manager actually didn't have room for her. After struggling to work with him, describing the process of securing an apartment as frustrating, Dawn revealed that she began researching the van and car life community and realized it was a lifestyle she could embrace. Fast forward to today, Dawn, who left EnVogue in 1997 after co-founding the group and has since pursued a solo career, acting and reality TV, said she had been living in her car for 3 years now and feels at peace with her decision. Check out Miss Dongra.
Almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. I didn't understand it. I still don't. And it hurt me. So I was just trying to figure it out, but I couldn't. You can't read someone else's mind. You can't figure them out. They got to figure themselves out. So I was like, let me get out of here. You guys, I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA, and he said, you need to come back to LA because it's getting ready to be fire in Vegas. You need to come back. I love LA, so I said okay. And he said that I could stay with him, and so I was like, okay. But you have a dog, I have a dog. Do we have? And he's like, I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys. I was like, no, this is unacceptable, because every apartment that I looked at, every single time I looked at a place, I would call him and I'm like, okay, can you meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month, and then he wouldn't meet me there, and so I would take video and send it to him, and he's like, no, oh my God, this neighborhood, I hate it. I'm like, dude, I'm the one who has to live here. This is my remote for my phone. You can push play and pause and all that stuff, so that's why I'm holding this. Anyway, and it's way cheaper than the hotel. I told my assistant one day, I have been researching car life. There's a whole community of people that live in their cars, and a whole community of people that live in their RVs, and a whole community of people that live in vans. Van life, car life, RV life. And I loved what I was seeing. I just thought, wow, these people, I can do that. I can do this, I think. And I ended up in my car, and it's been, like I said, 3 years. And then he wouldn't meet me there, and so I would take video. And
wow. I need to go back real quick. Hold on, let me hear this again.
Past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. I didn't understand it. I still don't. And it hurt me. So I was just trying to figure it out, but I couldn't. You can't read someone else's mind. You can't figure them out. They got to figure themselves out. So I was like, let me get out of here.
Damn. So Dawn, ex-member of EnVogue, girl, fell on hard times, ended up moving in with her parents. Her mom was a raging fucking narcissist who used her as an emotional dumpster So she just could not withstand that any longer. And then an opportunity to move back to LA came about when her co-manager said, hey, come out here. I'll make space for you, girl. We can get your career started. She loved LA. She said, hell yeah, got the hell out of Dodge. Only to get there and see that he had the same amount of square footage that Wendy Williams has on the 110th floor of that old folks home that her ass is bound to, baby. So she ended up being in a hotel for 8 months trying to find an apartment, which was a hassle. And everything just kept falling in. And eventually, girl, that led her to just going on YouTube and coming upon, you know, lifestyle in the back seat, lifestyle in the front seat, lifestyle in the trunk, bitch. And girl, she realized, you know, I can live like this, baby, in a mobile tent, honey. She got into that van life. So shout out to her. She said she at peace in the Middle East, girl. She pooching around in her van, you know, doing what needs to be done, figuring all of that out. And I wanted to bring up this story to tell y'all that just like Don Robinson, the rest of y'all need to get into looking into the car life and the van life, because the way that this motherfucking Trump administration is set up, bitch, all of our asses is going to be living off of oodles and noodles and pinto beans and hot dog slices, okay? All of our asses is going to be living in the back of the damn pickup truck, bitch, okay? So while y'all got a chance, baby, if you plan on being in America and you already on hard times and living from check to check, girl, Trump is taking this. He's taking the stamps. He's taking the housing. He taking the motherfucking Medicaid, bitch. He taking the insulin, girl. He taking everything but your damn diabetes, girl. So y'all best to get to investing into some small homes, or investing, girl, into some Tulsa-made tents, bitch, or gets to figuring out how, you know, if there's an Amish community near you that you can be, you know, embraced and welcomed into, honey, okay? Better start saving up and making a damn playlist, bitch, out of these damn van life, car life blogs and understanding the ways of the community, girl, because all of our asses might be living like damn immigrants over the next 3 goddamn years. So shout out to Dawn, girl, for cutting her light bill, her water bill, her rent and mortgage down to damn zero. All she got to worry about is gas and a goddamn tune-up every now and a goddamn again, baby. Okay? So you guys tell me what y'all think about, girl, everything going on with Jay-Z, going on with Miss Wendy Williams. How y'all feel about Dawn, girl, and her car life? She's been doing this for 3 years, girl. She's at peace. She's happy watching y'all struggle to pay bills. Okay? Y'all thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. And if you enjoyed yourself, y'all know y'all can hit them up in Cash App, $Consciouztv, and or PayPal.me/ConsciouzTV. Email me order T, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you all later. Peace.